Hey guys, Elizabeth, the curly-haired country gal here, and I want to give you a chance to win $15, $30, or maybe even $45 to the online store of your choice if you can help me out by giving me your ideas. Okay, so this video is going to be in two parts. In the first part, I'm going to show you the setup that I have for our rabbitry and what I'm looking for. And then in the second part, I'm going to explain what the giveaway is going to look like. But here's what I need your help with. I'm not sure how I want my waterer, my feeder, or my roof to be designed. I've seen some ideas here and there, but in the comments below, that's where I want to get your ideas, and that's where the giveaway comes in. One way or another, I'm going to be giving away $45. So I'm going to be giving 3 gift cards for each of those categories that I mentioned before: the feeder, the waterer, and the roof. And hey, $15 isn't that much, but it's something, and all you have to do is give me your thoughts. Plus, my channel's pretty small right now, so your odds of winning are pretty good. Let's do this thing. You won't believe it. I'm joined right now by Miss Junebug and Jenkins. Look at that. Historically, they haven't been the best of friends. So I'm just going to give you a really brief overview of our homestead. Right now, we have 4 honeybee colonies in horizontal hives. We're doing natural beekeeping. I have a flock of 20-something chickens. There's one of them, and some roosters, and I want to work towards a self-sustainable flock. We have an orchard of about 45 apple and peach trees in which I'm starting a food forest. We have 1 raised bed that is a lot of weeds right now, but it's there. And we're starting on the rabbitry. Down the road, I hope that we can also add kuni pigs and who knows what else. So now many of my viewers are most interested in natural beekeeping or making a self-sustainable chicken flock. So if you're one of those viewers, welcome. I still want you here because you don't have to be interested in rabbits or even want rabbits to participate in this giveaway. All I need is your ideas. So I'm going to tell you more about the giveaway in a minute, but the idea is that I'm going to be giving away 3 $15 gift cards to the online store of your choice if I select the idea that you give me for the watering system, the feeding system, or the roofing system, the roof of the rabbitry. Oh, I see a spider crawling on the camera. Get off of there! Ah! So first, let me tell you about my setup. Okay, so I'm setting up a colony for my rabbits, or maybe a pseudo colony. I'm not sure how much space they have to call it a real colony. So why am I doing a colony setup? The main reason is because it's the most natural. Now, after doing all this work that I've been doing so far, I'm much more open to the idea of people keeping their rabbits in cages because this has been a ton of work. But I'm really happy with how it's turning out, and I'm happy for this setup for my rabbits. I hope that I'll see it pay off with having healthy and happy rabbits and potentially fewer health problems. And I want all the animals that we have on the homestead to have happy, healthy lives until it's time for them to go to freezer camp. So this colony is made up of 10 by 10 dog kennels that are 10 feet square and 6 feet high. So it makes a total length of 30 feet by 30 feet divided into different paddocks. I found these for a great price off of Marketplace, so once you have an idea of what you want for your rabbitry or whatever setup you have, just look around and if you can, be patient and wait for a good deal to come up. I had some help with a trencher, but it was largely just me and my pickaxe going to work digging these trenches out. Turns out trenchers and hills don't get along very well. So as you can see here on the side, we're going to have 2 pens set aside just for the bucks. I'm going to keep them separate because they're going to be in such close proximity to the females that I can't have them together. But I'm also not going to keep a buck with the does because I do want to control the number of litters that I have. So each of the bucks get a 100 square foot pad. Now when you come in, there's going to be this shared common area of 400 square feet when you walk in, and then you turn to the right and they're going to have that strip. And they'll be able to burrow if they want because this fence goes down at least 1 to 3 feet around the entire area, except for one kind of weak spot in the back corner. And then the 3 paddocks in the back are going to be used for a rotational grazing type of setup where I'm going to open one for 2 or 3 weeks at a time. We'll just see how it goes for them to eat down the grass in that area and then go to the next spot. And here's my June Bubba helping me out as always, being a cutie as always. And then this common area is where I want the mamas to burrow and have their litters underground in their self-cleaning burrows that I don't have to do anything with. I'm not going to bury buckets or anything. I'm going to let them do their thing. So like I mentioned, around the entire perimeter there's either big rocks buried or the fence itself is buried to keep them from digging out. I hope that that was worth it because that took a long time and I'm really sore still. So here's what I know that I need to do still. I know I need to refill the holes. I would like to maybe plant some grass to have that start to come back up before I actually have rabbits in there. I'm going to be putting 2 feet of chicken wire around the base to keep the kits in. I'm going to have some sort of divider between the bucks and the does so that they can't breathe through the fence, which apparently can happen, so we're going to avoid that. And then we're going to have some above ground shelters just in case we do get a ton of rain and it starts to flood in the burrows so that they can have somewhere to escape to above ground. And of course I need to finish digging out the doors. I've made some great progress in digging out the doors since I recorded this video. So far I have 2.5 of the doors dug out and the remaining ones are going to take a while. But I'm going to get some more exercise. And then I might go ahead and build a grow out pen for the grow outs. I'm thinking I'm going to need one, but we'll see if 500 square feet at a time is enough to sustain 2 does and maybe 1 litter of kits at a time. So we'll see about that as well. But here's what I need your help with. I'm not sure how I want my waterer, my feeder, or my roof to be designed. I've seen some ideas here and there, but in the comments below, that's where I want to get your ideas, and that's where the giveaway comes in. So my goal would be to have something that is pretty low maintenance. I don't want it to be the little bottles hanging from the side that I'm going to have to refill every day or two. I would like something that I can only have to touch once every couple weeks if possible, as far as the water goes. Maybe something gravity fed. So I'm going to have 3 things, 1 for the 2 buck pens and 1 for the does, of course, and the kits. And I do have a 50 gallon drum, if that helps with your ideas. And then the second thing I need help with is the feeder. So now Ella Thompson, who also raises rabbits in colonies and has an awesome Facebook group about it, gave a video where she had some ideas of what not to do, and that gave me some good ideas for feeders to avoid because the kits can get in and poop and pee on it, or it's just a lot of waste. So that was helpful, but I'm wanting some positive ideas, some ideas of what I can do. So I do want it to limit the waste, and I don't want the kits to be able to jump in, but I want the does and the kits to be able to access it, because I do want to forage for a lot of their food, and I'm hoping to just feed them with hay and forage. So I'm not going to be giving them pellets or whole grain. That's the plan anyway. So I just need to see your ideas or get your ideas for some sort of feeder. And then the roof is the big thing that I need some help with and some ideas with. So I'm thinking maybe some sort of corrugated panel. Menards, which is nearby us, we have a Menards and a Home Depot. They have 26-foot long by 8-foot sections. So the main thing is that I want to provide some shade for them and maybe a way to keep the rain off of part of the enclosure for when those heavy rains come. So I'm wondering if I should get shade cloths, or if I don't need to worry about shade cloths, then maybe just that corrugated PVC panel, which will keep the rain off and provide shade. And then I'm wondering about critter protection for the roof as well. I'm wondering if it would be okay to just put bird netting over it, or if I'm going to need to do something like chain link. We do have this Premier 1 fence around the perimeter of the orchard. I've been a little disappointed with it overall because it doesn't keep the chickens in and it doesn't keep the rabbits out. However, I think if there's a strong point for this fence, it's that it would be keeping coyotes and raccoons out, which I think are the 2 biggest predators besides hawks that I'm going to have for rabbits. Because I'm thinking that if they're going to be exploring this place at night and they touch their nose against that wire that's still hot, that's going to keep them from going in. So I don't know how much I need to worry about critter proofing the roof. So I'd love your thoughts on that. But I'm hoping I could just get away with some bird netting or maybe chicken wire if I wanted to take it up just a notch. But I'm wondering if I'm going to want something where I can walk around in there. So maybe I would need to put 1 or 3 posts in the ground with whatever the netting is on top of it so that I don't have to be hunched over the whole time. Or maybe just not worry about it as long as I don't have to chase the rabbits around too much, or I have an easy way of catching them, because I'm not going to be able to stand up all the way walking around in there with how steep the incline is. So again, the biggest question mark I have is the roof. Should I be able to walk around in there, and what kind of shade or critter protection do I need, and how can I make that work? I want to use things that aren't going to erode over time, or at least not very quickly, so I don't want to use any wood unless it's covered with something else. So maybe tarps, I don't know. Give me your ideas. And with all that being said, what my vision is and what I need your help with, let me explain the rules of the giveaway. Hey you, yeah you, really quick, thanks so much for watching this video. If you're interested in continuing this journey of this rabbitry with me, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, or if you're interested in natural beekeeping, a sustainable flock, a food forest, raised beds, etc. But hey, if you're liking this video, can you just like it down below? Thanks. Okay, so here's what's going on with the giveaway. One way or another, I'm going to be giving away $45. So I'm going to be giving 3 gift cards for each of those categories that I mentioned before. The feeder, the waterer, and the roof. And then if you're selected as the winner because of a comment you leave, then I'm just going to ask you to send me an email to my email address, curlyhairedcountrygal@gmail.com, and then I'll be able to get that email with the gift card sent to you. So I'm going to give the gift card to the person whose idea I end up using for one of those 3 categories. And like I said, I'm giving away $45 one way or another, so even if you have a terrible idea, if you're the only one who gives me an idea in that category, then congratulations, you win. Now, if I don't choose somebody's exact idea, I'm going to give the gift card to the person whose idea is closest to what I end up going with. And if 2 people give me virtually the same idea for a feeder or waterer system, I'm going to go ahead and give the gift card to the first person who suggested it. And I don't think you can put pictures in the comments, but bonus points if you send me an email to that email address that's going to be linked below with pictures of your setup, or even in the comments you can send me a link to what your setup is. Details are helpful to what your setup is and how it's working for you, or your setup that's not working and what you would do differently. So that could be your idea and submission as well. So in the comment section below, just tell me what category that you're wanting to enter the giveaway for. You can just type waterer, feeder, roof, and then, or all 3, and give me your ideas. Now, I want to get this rabbitry finished and rabbits in there as soon as possible. So this giveaway is going to go through today, June 4th, 2022, through June 16th. So you have just under 2 weeks to give me your ideas in the comments. We shop every 2 weeks, and my husband just got back from shopping, so in another couple weeks is when I'm going to be going to town again to hopefully get the supplies to do this. So if you're the winner, I'm going to tell you in the comments, and then I'll update the post in the description to let you know that it's closed out. And then if you're the winner, you'll just send me an email telling me what store that has online gift cards available you would like me to send the gift card to. And no, I'm not going to spam your email. I don't even have a mailing list, and I'm not going to sell your information. It's just to get you the gift card. Did I miss something? Probably. But if I think of anything else, I'm going to put it in the description below. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. Okay, so in conclusion, thanks so much for watching. I'm just wanting your ideas for the feeder, the waterer, and the roof of my rabbitry. And the winners will be selected in under 2 weeks. We'll see you next time. Bye.